This video is going to walk you through when you have a dip in your mat plan and how to find the surface area and make that easier to get. Here's how it works. You first of all start by looking at your picture and trying to write down all the cubes and how many you have stacked up in each of the boxes. The front side comes in from the left, the right is like from the right, which is all the red sides. Let's start here on the left side here first. So if I count this, I've got 2 cubes right here. I've got 1 cube and then 0. You'll notice that there's a hole right here down in that little space right there. So I've got 0, then it goes 1, and then it goes to 0. And then the back row right here that we have across here, we have 3 stacked up really high. And then we've got 1, and then it goes 0. Now if you're trying to find the surface area, we want to count the faces. Now I said earlier, you're supposed to find the largest number in each column and say how many front faces you have. So in this case here, you'd say the answer is 3. However, it drops down, which is good, but if it ever goes back up, if it goes up by how many? In this case, it goes up 2. I need to add that to my total of my highest number. So I've got 3 plus 2 then makes 5. This one here is okay. My largest number here is a 1, and my largest number here is a 0. So all of my fronts that I have in this problem, all of the fronts equal, add them up, 5 plus 1 plus 0 is going to give you 6. Then on the right-hand sides, if I go across here, 3 is the largest number, and then from the right of that, and everything else beyond it, it continues to go down. That's good. There's no dip. So that number is a 3. Then I've got a 1 as my largest number, and then on both sides, they both go down. That's okay as well, too. So that 1 is my largest number. And then in this case here, 2 is my largest number, and then everything on either side of it here is going down as well. So that's a 2. Now if I add up 3 plus 1 plus 2, I get 6. So I'll have 6 fronts and 6 rights. Okay? Then on the tops, I'm just trying to say how many cubes do I have with tops in the picture. You can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I can add them up in the circle. I've got 1, anything with a number on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 tops. Now if I add up these 3 numbers here, 6 plus 6, which is 12, plus 5 makes 17, and then double that, I get an answer of 34. So notice when there's a dip, whatever it changes and goes back up by, that plus 2 got added to the largest number to make the 5. The volume again is pretty straightforward. Add up these numbers in the mat plan. So I've got 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3. Those all add up to 8. And that's how you do mat plans with a dip.